Toastmaster Akash, Kumar, you are the reason. You are the reason. Toastmaster Akash, Kumar. You and I are similar to this bottle. Just like this bottle is filled with water, we are filled with emotions. Surprise! Pride. Happiness. Guilt. We all have these emotions because we are human beings. And emotion makes us human beings. However, most often, we don't express these emotions. And we keep them bottled up within ourselves. Mr. Contest Chair and my fellow bottles, have you ever felt lonely, lost, and broken? And someone came into your life, lifted you up, and became the reason of your happiness and your motivation. In my life, I have these moments too. When I was 20, I fell in love with a beautiful girl. Ah, happy days. Till I became the victim of best binoculars in the world. Do you know about best binoculars in the world? Best binoculars. Pakistani pupos. Pakistani yarns. The best planners in the planet Earth came. Do you know who the best planners on the planet Earth are? Pakistani parents. They plan your name, they plan your life partner, they plan your children's name, even before you were born. When they came to know about us, they fixed that girl's wedding with someone else. I was angry. I called that girl. Hello? Why are you getting married? That too with someone else? A voice came. You idiot, you are the reason. I was the reason. And in a gentle tone, she said, Akash, there is a good in a goodbye. You have to find that good. Listening to that, I decided to focus on my studies. And for that girl was the reason. Everything was going fine then. Life was moving. Till then, I became the uncle of my first of children as well. I decided to go for CA. My father wanted me to become a FCA, fellow chartered accountant. But I failed badly. I remember the day I failed my exams. I was entering my house and my father was waiting for me. I rushed to him and my father, son, in life, everything happens for a reason. But for your failure, you are the reason. I decided to work hard. Now raise your hands how many of you believe that hard work pays off. Raise your hands. Me too. I worked hard. I burned my midnight oil. And this time, I successfully failed again. My father came to me again and he said, son, if one way is not working, pave another way. You can choose another line of studies. Following his advice, I started my BCom and landed to a great job. And for this achievement, my father was the reason. One day, I was having a cup of coffee with my manager, and my manager told me about a club. And the motto of that club was for better listening, for better thinking, for better speaking. I said, wow, I was very excited. I visited that club. I was on the stage, I was very excited till the table topic master pointed his gun on me. I could listen, but I couldn't. And I rushed towards the mentor of the club. Why the hell you do this table topic session? He said, son, you are the reason. If you keep coming over here, you can overcome your stage fear. Today, I can speak in front of you. And my mentor is the reason. My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, life is not a smooth road. It is full of twists and turns. There are people who will knock you down, and there are people who will lift you up. They can be your friends, they can be your family, they can be your life partner, they can be your children's. Love them, cherish them. And if you have your emotions bottled up in yourself, open up with them and release your emotions. Today, I feel so relaxed, happy, and unburdened because you all are the reason. Mr. Contest. Thank you very much. Class teacher, Toastmaster, Akash, Kumar. Laiba, Brohi.
Toastmaster Akash Kumar, a very beautiful lesson given by you. For every failure, I am the reason, and for every success, you are the reason. It was such a beautiful message that from today onward, I will take with myself this message. I found it very great while seeing you with your gestures. They were very good. And when you were telling about all your life success and the failures, I saw the enthusiasm in you. That enthusiasm was engaging all the audience into your speech. And when we were watching you, I realized that your movement were also good, and the vocal variety which was used, that was also on point. But after seeing everything, there is one thing which I want to communicate, and that is there is something which audience should know more. That is the word, or you can say the short form used, that my father wanted me to become a FCA. We have to know our audience. And I thought that maybe it was not communicated extremely well to the audience that what FCA is. The FCA was maybe fellow chartered accountant. So overall, when I saw that there was a great learning for every single speaker, but there was one thing which I would say that the people should know that more. And there was one another thing which can be more communicated to the people, like when an idiom or a jargon is being used, such as burning the midnight oil. We have to see if we have little kids sitting over there, maybe our entire audience can understand that thing or not. But overall, one thing I learned, that you have to release your emotions. Such a beautiful thing and such a beautiful lesson which we should carry on with ourselves. This is something overall which I saw, a great message, a beautiful ending, and all I would say that everything was great. They should not be missed out in future speeches. Moreover, this should be noted that the audience is taken into the consideration. Thank you so much.
The contestant is Toastmaster Muhammad Omer Shahab. Toastmaster Muhammad Omer Shahab.
Mr. Contestant, now I would immediately dive deep into the nitty-gritties of the tremendous speech delivered by TM Akash Kumar. Now, whenever one delivers a speech, there are some necessary ingredients. For example, the body movement, the use of stage, the body language, the vocal variety. These, I believe, are the basic ingredients which I will talk about later. However, first I would delve into the things which weren't part of the basic ingredients. For example, you were being your own self. And every person in the audience, including my own self, knew you weren't trying to put on a facade of someone else. You weren't all serious. You were comfortable in your own self. And this really is a very authentic vibe to the audiences, that this person is being himself. And in return, they become more receptive of what you're trying to say. And they know the person is confident in his own being. And therefore, the message gets across more effectively. Secondly, your energy was electric. And the display of emotions showed that whatever was being talked about mattered to you. It was really close to your heart. And when the audience realizes that what thing is being talked about is close to the speaker's heart, they become more open. And since the speaker is more vulnerable in front of the audience, they can connect a bit more with the speaker. Now I will talk about the basics where you excel. You immediately, when you stepped on the stage, you made it about the audience. You and I are like this bottle of water. Immediately I thought, you are connecting with me. In a way, you're talking to me. You're connecting with me. You're trying to put me in your place. So this is something very excellent, and it immediately made me want to listen to how is this related to me. So that's something you nailed it. Second, your voice tonality couldn't have been better. I was angry. I literally, my pen just went like this for a moment. That was amazing. That was so energetic, and the way you displayed anger, disappointment, and with each emotion, how your voice fluctuated. That was amazing. Second, your body language outstanding. The way you displayed binoculars using your hands, and the way you used the stage, it displayed confidence. However, like every evaluator, I would now talk about the things you need to improve. First of all, like I mentioned, your emotions were outstanding, but I believe that anything which are overused, they lose their essence. I personally think that the emotions and the variation of facial expressions, you kind of overdid them in a way that they lost their true essence. The other thing which I think you should improve in is the message didn't actually get across. For example, you started off with the water of bottle and emotions, but you ended it with it is about you. So this is one thing I believe you should work on. All in all, it was an outstanding speech. Keep rocking on the stage. Over to you.
The next contestant is Toastmaster Abrar Wani. Toastmaster Abrar Wani.
Mr. Contestant, dear Toastmaster fellows, and my target speaker, Akash Kumar. Thank you very much for the reason for us to be here and evaluate you. Thank you very much for having such a nice storytelling skills and motivating us. My dear Toastmaster fellows, I will immediately move towards the nice strengths that guy has. Number one, the you attitude. When he started his speech, he said, you and I are the reason. That actually immediately connected myself with him. The second strength which I literally liked about his speech, icing on the cake, not adding one story but the two stories. The stories of girlfriend, then the story of the father where he was not successful being a CA. The third thing which I literally liked about your speech, your dramatization skills, the way you express yourself, the nice pauses, taking your place from one place to another, excellent, outclassed, brilliant, I would say. And at the end, not the least, when you use that metaphor, bringing out all the water outside and showing itself that person is leaving, you are the reason. Let's talking about some points of improvement which are very little but of great significance under my opinion. The first and the foremost point I would like to highlight here was that give yourself chance to settle down while you taking on the stage. I immediately noticed that you came on stage and immediately you and I were just looking down. So that was a little bit of disconnection. The second thing I want you to improve about yourself is bring some softness within your voice. You have very nice tonal qualities, but when you go at a high pitch, when you said, surprise! That chilling voice was actually disturbing. Rather, you could have said like this, surprise. So that would have added more advantage. And immediately when you said, for example, I was angry, you don't need to express that expressively your ideas. Rather, you say, I was angry. So I would love to add these points. The third thing I would like to improve about within your speech was while you were adding dialogue, though you have taken very nice 45-degree angle, but while you were giving the speech of your father, his words, you were moving on the stage. That was distracting. I would recommend you to take your position while delivering your dialogues. Then, one more improvement, visualization. Pictureize, for example, about the girl, very nice brown hairs, blue eyes. Try to visualize those things. So, at the end, I will recommend you in a summarized way that keep up with the storytelling, keep up with a nice you attitude, keep up with a nice dramatization style, but do not forget to add softness within your voice. Do not forget to make your dramatization and pauses more frequently as far as the dialogues are concerned. And at the end, I would like to add here, keep inspiring us, keep motivating us, because you are the reason. It is never time to say good and goodbye. Be there at Toastmasters and inspire us. Mr. Contestant.